Hi everyone! In this video, you'll learn about modals. If you want to know more, just continue on watching. What is a modal? A modal is a type of auxiliary or a helping verb that is used to express ability, possibility, obligation, and The modals in English are can and could, may and might, will and would, and shall and should. So when to use can and could? You will use can if you are referring to your present or future ability. Say for example, I can write Korean alphabet. For the future, I can help you next week. You will use could when you are referring to your past ability. Say for example, when I was a kid, I could climb trees. So that is a difference. Next is you will use can for asking a permission. Say for example, can you lend me 1,000 pesos? So you're asking a permission. And the other thing is you will use can when you are giving a permission. Say for example, you can use my car or you can use my phone. Next is when to use may and might. Many of you have been confused when to use these two words. So here it is. You will use may in making a formal permission. Say for example, you may start the exam now. Another, it is used for giving a formal prohibition. You may not wear sandals to work. Another, may is used for giving or expressing polite request. Say, may I help you? And another is it is used for expressing possibility. We may go out for dinner tonight. On the other hand, you will use might in expressing negative possibility. Say for example, they might not buy a house at all. And in making polite suggestion, you might like to apply in our company. Next is shall and should. When to use shall? You will use shall when you are offering insistence or giving a polite suggestion that you are quite sure of a positive answer. Say for example, shall I hold you? Next is you will use shall usually with I and we when you are referring to something that you are sure that you are going to do or when you are quite sure that it will happen in the future. Say for example, we shall be landing in Paris in 16 minutes. On the other hand, you will use should when you are giving a polite suggestion. Say for, should I call for an ambulance or should I call your mom? Next is you will use should when you are making a prediction or expectation that something will happen in the future. Just like you should be here by 8 a.m. And lastly, you will use should when you are giving an advice. You should sleep early to grow fast. Lastly, what is the difference between will and would or when to use will and would? You will use will and would when you are making a suggestion or a polite request, just like, will you please close the door? Or would you mind closing the door? You will use will if you are referring to some actions that will take place in the future. I will go to the market later. And you will use would if you are referring to your past actions. Just like when I was young, I would spend spend hours talking to my Barbie doll. That would be all for the models. Thank you for your attention and good luck for your examination.